Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Chosen Banks, and welcome back to the channel. For everyone who hasn't subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment if you have anything to say. For all my old viewers, I want to thank you for coming back and watching me react to these videos. So today we're going to be watching videos about bears. I never seen this video before. If you have seen this video, you can feel free to skip or go to my next videos. But if you haven't seen this video, we're gonna be watching it together.
Even though we have all played with teddy bears in our childhood, the real animal is anything but so loving and innocent. Every year, bear attacks lead to injuries and loss of life among humans. Apart from man, bears also prey on many other animals, and some of these attacks have been captured on camera. Have you ever seen a bear tearing off a deer? Have you ever watched what a bear...
Yo, I never knew bears were so fast. You seen this?
Bears also prey on many other animals, and some of these attacks have been captured on camera. Have you ever seen a bear...
You see how fast that bear was running? I thought bears were slow, but it's like bear done caught a deer, so bears got some speed on them. I never knew that.
Tearing off a deer? Have you ever watched what a bear and tiger fight looks like? No, right? Then let's watch the 22 most terrifying bear attacks that will blow your mind.
We actually seen this fight in the last video. If you haven't seen me react to this, hold on, let me try to get back to it. Dang.
Then let's watch the 22 most terrifying...
Yeah, this video right here. If you ain't seen me react to this video, I actually did a video reacting to this video, and it was very impressive of what the bear could do. I thought a bears couldn't defend themselves from tigers and larger cats, but I was wrong.
Bear attacks that will blow your mind.
Watch that video.
Bear attacks deer. We start off our list with an agile mother bear looking to find food for her and her child. She zeroes in on a deer and chases it over quite a long distance. Even with all that added weight and bulk, this bear seems to be as nimble as the deer is. However, what makes matters easier for the predator is when the deer stumbles and comes to a crashing halt. It could be simply because of nerves. Whatever the reason, once it falls, there's not much that the deer can do. The next bear attack takes place in what looks like someone's backyard. The bear has a tight grip on this poor deer's neck, and it isn't about to let go. As the deer...
And it's crazy, right? What's crazy about this is all animals have the same type of techniques when they taking you down and trying to defeat you, and they usually go right after the neck, right there. Once they get a grip of that neck, it's over. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever get attacked by a bear, I suggest that you cover your neck, do the best that you can.
Shrieks in pain. The attacker uses its body weight to pin the deer down. The predator also violently shakes its head with the deer's neck between its jaws. All that force must be crushing the deer's spine. One thing that I can...
Oh, dang, look at this right here. This is crazy, bro. You seen this? Man, look.
Guarantee it's a horrible way to die.
Imagine all that weight is on you, right? All that weight is on you. And then it's biting your neck at the same time. No, it's real crazy that some human beings think that they can fight a bear. It's real crazy. I think it's a very, very slight chance, a 1 out of 100% chance of you fighting a bear, no weapons, nothing like that, and you winning. Cause some things big, boy.
Many animals prefer to kill their prey before sitting down for a feast. This clip shows that a bear is just as comfortable seeking its teeth into live prey as it is into dead ones. The baby deer struggles and writhers in pain as the bear casually sits on top of it. Once again, its increased body weight helps it subdue the victim easily. We can only hope the baby deer didn't have to endure too much agony.
What are you doing today to change your mood? Me? 30 minutes?
Then I hit us with another ad. But yeah, man, bears is very interested, man. Look at how fast they run. I never knew bears could actually run. Do you feel like you can outrun a bear? If before I watched this video, I would have said yeah. Dead ass. I would have been like, yeah, I could outrun a bear. But after seeing a bear chase down a deer, and I know I ain't faster than no deer now. That you learn new things every day.
From one coast to another and then back again before finally catching on. He carries off its prized meal, and dare we say that it was well earned. What a determined hunter. Well, not every bear finds it easy to take down a deer. In the following clip, the buck takes refuge in the water, knowing full well that the attacking bear isn't that good of a swimmer. For a while, the bear wonders whether it should get inside or find food elsewhere. Finally, it does decide to swim and get closer towards its prey. But the buck swims farther as it approaches. Thank God the buck could escape, but
It's crazy, right? It always amazed me of what somebody would do, anything would do when they back against the wall. This deer really try to like square with the bear.
prey. But the buck swims far.
I seen that.
The buck swims farther as it approaches. Thank God the buck could escape, but I don't think it could go much farther from its death. Bear attacks wolves. Wolves and bears are constantly competing for the same food, and this often leads to conflict. In this clip, a group of bears take out their anger on a lone wolf. They bite and literally pull at it from all sides. While the wolf's family members try to intervene, these bears are simply too ferocious and determined to be meddled with. This wolf must have done something truly terrible to offend the bears so much. Rest in peace, poor wolf. Another way to eliminate the competition is to kill them off while the competitors are still young. The bear has discovered a wolf lair, and the adult wolves are nowhere in sight. Only the pups are inside playing with each other. This is the perfect opportunity for the bear to dig them up from the lair and destroy them. That's what it proceeds to do. When the wolf parents return, they find only death and carnage. It takes them a long time to finally come to terms with what has happened. Wolves are...
Dang, that's crazy. Life of the wild, like, I gotta give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's very smart for them to think ahead like that, like, instead of like wrestling with them and fighting with them when they old, go ahead and kill them when they young. But that's kind of some savage stuff right there. Like, you can kill kids, kill baby wolves. That's savage.
Are no match against a ferocious bear, and if they are small in numbers, the odds are even lower. These wolves think they can fight the bear off from their hunt. They are wrong. Even though the bigger predator doesn't attack them immediately, he quickly grows irritated and whacks one of the wolves over the head with its huge paw. We're sure that particular wolf wouldn't even think of facing another bear in the future. But sometimes, a bear's attack on wolves doesn't go according to plan. Here, the numbers game is simply against the bear, and even it cannot hope to face so many wolves alone at once. Even though it tries to fend off the surrounding wolves, it realizes that running away is the best solution here. Well, that's what happens if you don't take out the competition strategically. Bear.
I mean, that's very smart. Like, one thing that I know about the wolf pack is that they're very smart and that they move in numbers. So, you know what I'm saying? If you too big, go get your cousins done. Because one of y'all ain't gonna do it. So y'all might as well go get like 20, 30 of y'all.
Attacks moose. The moose looks like it's gravely injured and can't even get up. Whether this injury is caused by the bear in the video or by a car on the road is unclear. Nevertheless, watch how the bear bites onto the still very much alive moose and drags it away. It's not a small animal by any means, but the bear doesn't seem to have any trouble with it. It's one big meal for the bear, that's for sure. But
bro, do you know how big a freaking moose is, bro? If you seen a video of a moose, you actually seen a moose, like an adult moose in person, it's very tall. Now, I ain't never seen it with my own two eyes, but I seen pictures and videos. Them things is hovering over cars, trucks. Like, that's crazy, like, for a bear to be taking down a moose. That lets you know how ignorant some human beings is to think that they can actually fight a bear, a full-grown bear. Not like a baby bear, but a full-grown bear. Like, that's crazy.
being such a big animal, bears need all the calories they can get. In the next clip, the bear goes for a moose calf instead of a fully grown one. As the baby moose screams in pain, its mother looks on from the sidelines. As the attack continues, the shouts fall silent, and the bear continues to tear the moose's flesh apart without making sure it's dead first. The mother could have at least tried to intervene, but it's too busy saving its own hide. Well, good for the bear. It's one of the easiest hunts for the huge animal. Bear attacks fish. Bears have a huge affinity for fish, especially freshly caught salmon. The following video shows just how the bears prepare along the path of migrating salmon, standing in a shallow part of the stream. As the fish jump out of the water to check the bears' position, they expose themselves momentarily to attacks. Most of the fish slip past the waiting predators, but a few salmon jump out of the water and straight into a bear's open mouth. But just because they love fish doesn't mean they'll have anything they catch. This bear catches the first fish extremely easy, but doesn't really like the taste. It takes a bite or two of the first one and then chucks it aside for another one. Within moments, it finds another one. This time, the bear relishes the fish. This one.
Food for thought, right? I used to always see videos of like bears eating fish and catching fish. So I used to always think that's all bears eat is fish. Then I watched this video and I see how bears eat deers, wolves, moose. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you learn new things every single day. Because I thought they literally just stood in this is a stream and just hunt fish all day. Because that's all you really see on TV. They don't show you the other things that they do.
Must be truly delicious. It's good to know that bears are picky eaters, just like we are. Bears truly excel at fishing, and it is apparent in this clip. This bear stands on a fallen tree trunk and simply stares at the flowing stream. As soon as it catches a glimpse of a fish, it pounces in the water and gets it out. That's some insanely quick reflexes, especially for such a heavyweight animal.
Okay, these bears got the best fishing spot because, them fish is big. You know, to catch those two, it's hard to catch them size fish where I be at. Okay, so go back here. White bear, why is they white? Why is they not brown? You know what I'm saying? And why is bears that lives in warmer areas not white, and why is they brown? If you understand what I mean, it's was it that God designed it to be like that just because they live in in a snowy area, or did it just happen? And I wonder what if they go to the warmer area? What happens? What if they migrate to the warmer areas? Would they die? Could their body not adjust to the temperature, or would they adapt? What would happen if they encounter a grizzly bear or something like that? Would they attack each other, or would they just be like, "Yo, what's up? What's up, cousin?" So much questions.
Eating fish won't do. This bear eyes a particularly plump seal that is relaxing on the ice. Since these seals are extremely quick, the polar bear's only chance of a successful hunt is to adopt a stealthy approach. It swims in the water to maintain a low profile, and then, when it's close enough to the prey, the bear pounces. The seal still manages to jump inside the water, but the determined bear isn't ready to give up. It follows the seal and manages to catch it underwater. Another polar shows off a different technique to catch seals. It jumps up in the air and lands head down on the ice sheet, making an instantaneous hole. The seal swimming underneath has no chance of escaping as the predator pulls it up. The polar bear then carries it back to feed her family as well. Does the bear have sonar technology to pinpoint where these seals are underneath the ice covering? So impressive. But sometimes even the most well-laid plans can go wrong. The bear in this video takes the utmost precaution to remain unseen as it stalks a seal lying unaware. Rather than approaching it on land, the bear swims across the water to maintain its cover. It looks like a floating piece of ice. After closing in, the bear...
Bro, they look like real good swimmers. Of course, if you live there, of course you'll eventually get good, but they look like real good swimmers. Come on now. I wonder how fast could they swim. You wouldn't even notice if you just chilling. I'm saying you just chilling on a block of ice. And these seals is big as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They easy catches. But then again, bears is big as hell. So, but them seals can't do shit, bro. I would have been eating good if I was a bear. I'm just saying.
It looks like a floating piece of ice. After closing in, the bear jumps underneath the water and swims towards the prey. However, at the very last instance, the seal is alerted and it vanishes into the water. Even though the bear goes after it, the plump seal manages to escape. Bear attacks bear. Bears don't always attack for food, and fights between two such bears can break out at any time.
Okay, so this is what I was asking earlier. Do they fight amongst each other? I understand, like, of course, they always going to be the alpha and the beta. I think that's the proper words for it, alpha and beta. But I was wondering, instead of these two, the same type of bears fighting, would they fight with other type of bears, like Arctic bears or whatever bear we just watched? Like, would they attack each other immediately, or would it take some time, or would they only attack each other under certain circumstances? Damn, my English is off.
Here, the two bears seem to have a disagreement of some sort, which leads to a fierce fight. At first, neither of them are ready to back down as they exchange blows and open their mouths wide as a show of aggression. Then, one of the bears starts to back away. It realizes that it has picked a wrong fight. You can also see its nose is bleeding profusely. The scared bear hides behind a tree. When the stronger one loses interest, the other simply runs away. There isn't always a clear victor in such fights, though. In our next clip, two behemoth bears go up against one another. Once again, the reason behind this fight remains uncertain. Regardless, the two hit each other with their strong paws and also bite one another brutally. To assert their dominance, these bears also stand upright on their two hind legs. But after exchanging a few blows and bites, the two bears seem to reach some sort of an understanding and stop fighting. Or was this just a friendly brawl? Bear attack.
Man, this is crazy, man. They ain't fighting. Seem like they trying to kill each other for real. Like, they fighting like two brothers. Like, come on now. Did you see how the way the bear just slammed them like it was
leads to a fierce fight. At first, neither of them are ready to back down as they exchange blows and open their mouths wide. Neither of them are ready to
Hey, look at how this bear just kicked him while he was on the ground.
Back down as they exchange blows and open their mouths wide as a show of aggression. Then, one of the bears starts to back away. It realizes that it has picked a wrong fight. You can also see its nose is bleeding profusely.
That boy hired me behind the tree. He's like, I don't want no problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want no problem. You can have that, big dog.
The scared bear hides behind a tree. When the stronger one loses interest, the other...
Like, imagine they talking to bears and he like, go behind a tree. I don't even want to see your face. Go behind a tree. And he just go behind a tree like a little punk.
The other simply runs away. There isn't always a clear victor in such fights, though. In our next clip, two behemoth bears go up against one another. Once again, the reason behind this fight remains uncertain. Regardless, the two hit each other with their strong paws and also bite one another brutally. To assert their dominance,
that boy got slammed.
One another brutally. To assert their dominance, these bears also stand upright on their two hind legs. But after exchanging a few blows and bites, the two bears seem to reach some sort of an understanding and stop fighting. Or was this just a friendly brawl? Bear attacks tiger. Tigers.
Yeah, so this is the video I was telling you that I already like reviewed. I did a reaction video too. So yeah, it was kind of impressive.
Pose a risk to sloth bears, often preying on them. This tiger thought it could also do the same. The big cat must rely on stealth and an element of surprise to take down such a strong opponent. As the tiger moves without making a sound, the bear's back is turned to it. Just when you think that this bear wouldn't survive, the bigger animal turns around and jumps into action. The startled tiger has no option but to run away. The sloth bear chased it for a while, making sure that the tiger wouldn't mess with it again. Another tiger was desperate enough to go after.
I want to say thank you to everybody who risked their life just for us to get these type of contents and see these type of contents. Because I know that I want to do it. And I know that like half the people that I know want to do it. Not half, like all the people that I know want to do it. So we got to give these people thanks. You know what I'm saying? Give them their flowers because they risked their life for us to see this type of an enjoyment.
after a sloth bear, with another bear watching close by. Once again, the fight that ensues is terrible. The attacked bear fends off the big cat by standing upright and trying to intimidate the predator. This posturing does work for a while, forcing the tiger to retreat. Bear attacks walrus. Walruses are particularly fatty animals that can fulfill the caloric requirements of a polar bear, but catching one isn't easy, as this video proves. The bear goes after several of the walruses in the herd, drawing blood and injuring many of them. But the sharp and pointy tusks of these walruses makes this hunt extremely difficult. One walrus drags the polar bear into the water while trying to escape. Finally, the bear gives up, accepting that these animals are simply too strong for him. Bears are not just ferocious, but extremely strong.
I'm very curious of how a walrus fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, do they just go like this and be hitting other people? Or like, do they use their tail? Because it's like the only impressive thing that I see on the walrus is a sharp vein, sharp teeth thing. So do they just like go like this and start hitting other creatures? Because you know how hard it would be to try to hit a bear with your teeth like that?
Difficult. One walrus drags the polar bear into the water while trying to escape. Finally, the bear gives up, accepting that these animals are simply too strong for him. Bears are not just ferocious, but extremely strong. Their brute power is why many of the animals on this list didn't stand a chance against.
Well, if you ain't know a thing or two about bears today, if you're watching this video, you do not. Don't take your ass out to the forest trying to fight no dang bear. Don't do it. Bad decision. Don't try to be no hunter, no captain. Save a creature when you see they getting attacked by bears, because it's going to attack you too. Look, all I'm saying is that, think about it, man. You got a lot to live for. But, thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this video right now and you stay to the end, if you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and do join the family. We out.